The following podcast is intended for mature audiences. If you enjoy our work, please like, comment, subscribe, and follow the links in the description. Thanks for your support, and enjoy.
Greetings and salutations, listeners. I, Eric J. Chucci, joined, as always, by, and you got nothing, the boy.
Hey.
This is the Two Nerds Podcast. What would I even say there?
I don't know, like a guy who plays Bastion a lot?
I guess. By my robot? I mean, that's just facts.
Well, it's not like I play Zenyatta, I mean.
Bastion's a robot?
True, but he's a fun robot.
Zenyatta's a fun robot. He's fun at parties.
Agree to disagree?
He's a Zen master. He will teach you a Zen thing.
If it wasn't clear, this week we're talking about Overwatch.
I mean, like, we say that. We say that at the top of the episode. I don't know who the fuck accidentally ends up at our YouTube videos blind. We're not going to stop. We're going to open every week with this week we're talking about what?
Sometimes you name it weird shit now.
You know what I do. That's fair. I do. But the image, it should be clear-ish. It should be pretty clear. Overwatch, yeah,
we got that game. We both played a fucking lot of it. It's really fun. Podcast over.
Fuck it, let's get hardcore.
Oh, you'll have to excuse us. I think we're both fairly tired. It's perhaps partially Overwatch-induced lack of sleep.
Well, no, not even. It's the weirdest fucking thing. Like, so Brandy's out of town. And the three of us all live in a house together, as you well know. Brandy being my wife, that makes the most sense. But she's been out of town mostly for the last couple months, and business stuff. And
she's a professional business person. She's very, very important.
yes. So last night, like, I come out of the bathroom and from some showering, head shaving foray, and the boy is asleep on the couch. And he's like, whoa, I fell asleep.
I lost an hour. Just lost. It was just gone.
He was fine when I left.
Looked at the clock, 11. Looked at the clock, midnight.
So
I had no discernment of difference between those 2 points.
At that point, he's like, man, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm tired. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Yeah, I sat down at the computer, and I got super grumpy, like, out of nowhere. Like, I was in the shower after, shaving my head, because you don't want head hair in your shirt. And I was like, yeah, think about good time. Stuff that makes me feel nice. And I got out and got to the computer and sat down and was like, fuck everything. My wife calls me, and she's like, hey, how's it going? I know I don't have to work tomorrow because it's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, soldiers. Thank you for letting us make a podcast.
Yeah, seriously, like, you're way cooler than me, so you get that going for you.
Some of you might be pretty lame, but still thank you. Like, I think
like as people, or like their hobbies might not be the coolest, but like, they went and got shot at. I don't want to do that.
Shot at. No.
Good job doing that, because I don't
There are parts of Mansfield I avoid, because I don't want to get shot at. It's called Buffalo Wild Wings. So yeah, she went to bed early, and then I went over to, we have a little chase lounge in our dining room, making our house sound fancier than it really is. And I went over there because I don't know, I figured I sat down at the computer and got upset. Maybe if I wasn't sitting at the computer, I wouldn't be upset. And I fell asleep. So all of us were up at like 5 in the morning like, yeah, it's a new fresh day. What world are we living in?
Well, and now it is 4 in the morning of the next day.
I had me a nap, but it was not.
I had me a nap. It was about 2 hours.
I got woke up by a cat's asshole almost in my mouth, so.
I got woke up by my alarm clock because I had to go to my day job. I was all salty about it at the time. But in retrospect, pretty great way to wake up, comparatively. So our sleep schedules are all completely fucked, and we're both running on, nerd fumes.
Nerd fumes and this here Barks root beer. It's good since 1898. This podcast not sponsored by Barks Root Beer, because if it was, goddamn, I'd be a hell of a lot happier making Barks money.
I have a Dr. Pepper good since 1885.
No, that's when it was established. It might not have been good.
It's Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it was. Actually,
it was good.
I don't know if you guys have ever gotten the actual factory Dr. Pepper that they make with cane sugar, original formula. Oh my god, it's the best.
It's scary delicious.
Sometimes they distribute it nationwide, but usually you have to go to Texas and like get it from the bottling plant. So if you happen to see some and you like Dr. Pepper at all,
give it a shot.
Yeah, pick some of that shit.
It's crazy delicious.
This is one of those moments. I know you're not supposed to mention a better podcast on your podcast, but welcome to the Two Nerds podcast. We do occasionally talk about video games.
Your TV impression's awful.
One part of it's good. Yes.
If we ever get famous enough to talk to TV, I need you to do that at him.
He's just gonna give me a look and then say something sassy.
And he's British, so they're very good at sass.
Oh yeah.
You'll get sassed right out. You will.
Fuck.
But anyway, Overwatch.
Okay.
Dude, it's a super fun video game. Like, I'm not even joshing you.
Well, and we were originally gonna get Battleborn, because we're in a situation right now where we don't really have the money to be buying both.
You could fix that. Just putting it out there, listener.
Yeah, there's a Patreon down there in the subscription you can subscribe to.
If you want us to buy all the fancy video games and hear our opinion on all the stuff, we need money for that. So, we're doing the...
We don't get ad revenue.
Yeah,
so.
YouTube took away our ad revenue because...
We love you and don't put commercials on our stuff.
See, that's a visual joke. He's doing a visual joke where he's giving me an incredibly fake smile and a thumbs up as if to say, "Shut up, asshole!" But it doesn't work.
No,
this is an audio podcast.
I got Markipliered. They were like, "You've done something illegal." I said, "No, I didn't." And they were like, "Sure, you have. No more ads for you."
And we're not going to.
Well, there goes my $5.
We're not going to make a new channel because we were making enough money to bother.
Someday, when there's enough of you guys, I will. But for now. I know it was my fucking League of Legends videos too, because there were these out of nowhere spikes of fucking hundreds of views from everywhere across the globe, and they were like,
that sounds like bot views.
Yeah, this looks like bots.
No, dude, we just happened to get out some content for a new champ on the PBE before anyone else, and then everyone realized that White's really bad at League, so they stopped watching.
Also, one episode of my Minecraft Let's Play that has hundreds of views from fucking Botswana or something, and I'm like, I don't even know what happened. What's going on here.
You ran across the Minecraft Let's Play fandom. You didn't have enough funny bits or talking shovel to keep their interest.
Yeah, I'm not. My Minecraft Let's Play was pretty chill. Overwatch. I promise we'll talk about it. It's fucking either you're playing it or you're not, I guess, at this point.
But yeah, we were gonna get Battleborn. I mean, chiefly because, it came out for the console, and we're not, like he said, we're not in a position where we can afford to buy 2 PC copies of a game just so that we can have a video game we can play together. So, I mean, we can't play Overwatch together now because we only have the one console. But
well, even if we could buy 2 copies of it, my PC won't run it.
Yeah, he'd need.
This is the first game that's come out where the PC is gone. Sorry, Charlie.
My fancy new Mega Future PC that looks like it belongs from space would run it just fine. But, I just got this year.
Yeah. In,
January. So I would fucking hope it does.
But, we played the beta in Battleborn. Did you end up playing the open beta for Overwatch?
No.
Okay,
I didn't touch the game because I didn't figure we were gonna buy it, so I didn't want to oh, it's amazing! Now I can't have it. No.
Well,
which is pretty much what happened to you.
Well, not even actually. It was okay, this is good. I like it. I kind of dig, Battleborn a little more, but I could definitely see why people like this. It wasn't even it's not for me. It's just between the two of them, I like Battleborn more. And then Battleborn dropped, and then Overwatch dropped, and now nobody knows what a Battleborn is.
Battleborn was unlucky enough to live in a universe where Overwatch exists, and as far as people can tell, who haven't played both, is the same game and better, and has better marketing and more money. So it lost.
Well, and it's Blizzard. I mean,
It's not the same game, though. They're very different games. One is much closer to TF2 with controls that I like.
yeah,
And the other one is much closer to, like, Smite.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, at the end of the day, they're both first-person shooters with kooky characters, but, like...
One's a MOBA, and one is an arena shooter.
Yeah.
Because one has, like, level progression and, you know, gear you can buy.
And you know, honestly...
Minions.
I don't know that I like the gear system. Like,
In Battleborn?
Yeah, it's
really.
nice to just go into the game and be like, fucking, we're doing it.
That's the difference between an arena shooter and a MOBA.
Yeah.
One is a first-person shooter MOBA. The other one is an arena shooter. MOBA is multiplayer online battle arena because MOBA is a meaningless term that Rito made up so that they didn't have to call themselves a Dota clone.
You gotta do to cover your ass.
But it's just they're different games. They have similar-ish mechanics, but they're very different games. Of the two, I like Overwatch a little better because I like the actual controls of Overwatch better. And Battleborn was very busy.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of our good friend Total Biscuit, just like, you ain't kidding about them visuals. There are some points where enough shit was going on, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on.
Like a late-game team fight in the new season of League of Legends. With all the new champs, you can't tell what's going on. If there's like 5 champs and they all use their actives and they use their ults and they use all the stuff that they use from their items, you can't look at that and tell me you know what's happening. You can't unless you're Challenger, and even then I might challenge you on that.
If I was still in the thick of it, I would probably know what was going on. But I haven't played League in a couple of months. This is the first huge break I've taken from League. I usually get my first win, at the very least. But
he's been playing other things.
I've been playing Marvel Heroes. Honestly.
We got so many other same. I've been playing less of Marvel Heroes since Overwatch because Overwatch is the thing that I'm playing. And there's so many video games I have that are on my backlog. We got Shadow of Mordor finally. I know, super topical.
Yeah, let me fucking add this. So I go to the fucking video store and I'm like, wow, Shadow of Mordor for $12. I'm gonna grab it on the Xbox One because we prefer to play games on the Xbox One. We have the other console, but you know,
we have it because it has exactly one video game franchise which doesn't come out on the Xbox One, and for Brandy, that's worth the money. This one happened to be a gift.
Yeah, this was a gift anyway. A very generous gift. And
yes.
I've been playing Until Dawn on it. I played Firewatch on it. You know, I use it, but like, I saw Shadow of Mordor for Xbox One and went, okay, I'll pick it up. $12. Fucking awesome.
Which is good, because if it was on the PS4, I would never have played it.
Yeah, guess what's coming out for free on PS4's live equivalent service?
Shadow of Mordor?
Yeah.
Whatever, I'll pay $12 to play it on the console I prefer.
Yeah, it just, like, my chagrin, though, you know?
I get it. I do.
That's $12 I didn't have to spend. It's only $12, but still.
There's a new expansion for Fallout, which actually is really interesting, and I super enjoy it. But, like, I have a day job, and there's only so many hours. There's full stop. I have a day job, I only have so many hours. I can't play all the video games.
Dude, in present, I don't. And I still just mostly sit around Marvel Heroes. That's, like, I can determinedly point to what stops me from playing League of Legends. It's Marvel Heroes. Because it's got that same sort of fun, you know, I'm clicking shit and doing stuff and progressing vibe.
Without the, I hate myself and everything's terrible and this guy's yelling at me.
Which, I mean, you know what? Overwatch, I might have to take a lesson from Overwatch next time I move into League, because
it's a lesson that he brought to Overwatch, and I also need it, because there comes a point in some matches of Overwatch where you aren't going to win. You aren't. So it's best to just pick a hero that you need to practice on, have a good time, buddy.
Well, I'll be honest with you. There's a day one fix for all you Overwatch players out there. Some of you will cry foul on this, and to you I say, you know what?
Fair, foul
fair?
indeed. Willing to be foul in this
Yeah,
case.
I'll take the risk. The first thing I did when I turned on Overwatch was muted the chat and disabled me from auto joining. Now, I just play Overwatch in delightful silence.
I get to hear the fun audio from the game and the characters talking back and forth. I get to clearly hear all the ladies saying objectives and all the things. It's very easy to tell when I'm taking damage. And most importantly, I don't have to hear 13-year-olds call me a cocksmoker. Which is pretty much 30% of the reason I never wanted to play Call of Duty online. I don't feel like hearing 13-year-olds call me a cocksmoker.
Well, or
I have better things to do with my day.
I don't feel like hearing 26-year-olds be elitist douchebags about how I'm not playing the character they want me to play. It's like, so long as you are doing your best and you're not playing like a dumbass. And by playing like a dumbass, I mean like, okay, the enemy is entrenched. They're really stuck in there. It's going to be really hard to break them out. Time to switch to Symmetra.
Overwatch is very much a game of, alright, there's certain champs for certain situations. You need to be comfortable switching. I'm not there yet fully. There's champions I don't fucking know how to play.
I'm still learning.
I don't know how to play Junkrat.
Oh god, he's my fucking white whale? Is that okay.
You did it.
My brain was like, that's not the thing. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's the thing.
I don't know how to play Junkbutt. I don't.
He's tricky because his grenades don't do what you think they do. And they don't exactly fly how you think they'd fly.
I don't know shit about Phasma? No, that's the Star Wars character. Phaestra? I genuinely, the one in the blue armor.
Oh, Farah?
Farah, thank you!
She's got a noob tube and she can shoot into the air, and then her other move is like a little dart that fucking blows everything away from it.
Like, I tried her in the training mode, but that doesn't mean I know how to play her.
Yeah, getting used to the rhythm of her rocket jumps and her actual rocket launcher, where the hitbox on it is and stuff, is most of the difficulty, and that comes with practice, either live or in an AI match. The fun part is, like, I don't typically pick her unless someone's really entrenched and I have to do a lot of damage to them, and they're being butts about it. But my favorite time to pick her...
So, like, just as an example, purely hypothetical example, if someone was super entrenched, like, I don't know, they were playing 5 Torbjorns on the Temple of Anubis, maybe?
I can attest that doesn't help.
You're history's greatest monster.
I love it, though. I was Symmetra, because Symmetra defense on Temple of Anubis is funny. But I picked Symmetra real fast, and then 2 of the other dudes in the match were like, Torbjorn. And the third dude went, Torbjorn. And I was like, fuck it, Torbjorn. And the Roadhog was holding out for a second, and then the last minute he was like, fuck it, Torbjorn.
They came out of the base and went, oh, Guy, come on, man.
We had turrets for days.
Did they even make it to the second point?
No, God, no. At one point there, Winston did indeed land in our defense zone.
And then he died?
And we shot him good. They killed a couple of our dudes, like once or twice, and they knocked down, I think, 2 or 3 turrets. Not mine.
So, like, it was just 5 dudes, AFK holding down the trigger on their hammer behind their turret, just clank, 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 clank,
Not
clank.
even. We were running around shooting with our shotguns and our little fucking bolt throwers and stuff too. I mean, it was hectic. It's not like we were not doing anything, but no, it was brutal.
That's the thing. That's the only thing about not having voice chat. More accurately, it's the only thing about not having friends to play the game with. is you can't do shit like that unless magic happens.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I can't just go like, hey, we're on defense. Let's do 5 Symmetras. And literally outline all the exits to their first base with just lasers. Just lasers around every exit.
I mean, sometimes I want to suggest that somebody switch to so-and-so. Because, like, it's one of those situations where I'm filling this role we need someone else to fill this role we need. So I can't just switch to them. And sometimes that will cause me to lose. But, you know what? These matches take, like, 20 minutes at most.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, next match.
Yeah, it's not like League where
I'm stuck here for an hour.
Where some serious tryhards are going to eat up an hour of your time by refusing to surrender. Nope. This game will be over.
Maximum 20 minutes. I don't think I've seen an Overwatch game go longer than that.
I mean, just fucking do your best, and it'll be over soon.
I really like Mercy. Seems like a super good character, but I don't know, like, aside from her res, what her usefulness is.
Mercy is a super good character for a lot of people who've played Team Fortress 2 for a while because she is the doctor.
Right. Here's the problem with that, though. Her heal beam isn't good enough to stop. Isn't good enough to actually keep the character alive.
No, it's not. It's not meant as a super damage soak. It's like a topping off thing. Honestly, she's good, but she requires a very high skill ceiling.
Whereas, like, if I'm gonna have someone whose heal is to just top off, I'll just play Lucio. His heal's for topping off. His boost allows for good team fight advantage because it really boosts your entire team, especially on defensive maps. His speed boost allows you to get to objectives faster. All around, he's just a more useful character.
I like Lucio a lot. I have switched to Zenyatta for my healer, primarily because Lucio, his AoE heal is so good that he doesn't do shit for damage.
No, you're not really there to do damage. You're there.
Right.
You're there to wump a dude away from your carry.
And yes, but also he doesn't have that much knockback with that. Like, I feel like if he knocked him back a little more, that ability would feel a lot better. But I mean, I understand it entirely because there's so much utility in his heal, especially when you drop the base and your fucking heal goes up and people around you's life bars, you heal past shit with that.
Mm-hmm.
You can soak damage with that shit.
Yep. That's what I want it for. It's nope. And then the best feeling in the world is Winston, Reinhardt, Diva charge into your defensive base. I'm sorry. Let's break it down. Is what you said?
Yeah. He's a very good, solid character. I like Zenyatta because if and when I am left with one fucking dude near me because everyone else scattered, I can defend myself.
You can heal that guy.
I can heal. I can drop a heal on some guy. He can go to China for all I care. He can go to the next map, and he's still getting healed for a moment. And I can make the other guy weak, the enemy guy weak,
and you can
I can
really
deal
burst
damage.
a motherfucker.
Yeah, he does burst people, and his ult is so good. His ult is better than Lucio's heal, and he's invincible during it.
Mm-hmm.
Or supers, they call them. Whatever. I played League of
It's your
Legends.
ult.
It's an ult. I respect that you have your own terminology, but
It's an ult. It's a champ. I'm sorry.
I call the heroes and Marvel heroes champs. And I sure as hell been reading Marvel a lot longer than I've been playing League of Legends.
League's terminology is inescapable. They won. Sorry, buddy. It's like it's a DM. I don't care what storyteller No, it's a DM, bro. I'm sorry.
I do appreciate you adding your flavor, though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I'm hating. I ain't using.
Yeah. But yeah, so when I get back into League, I might look into just turning off my chat.
It's just
And doing my best. Pings work.
Like, it's just not worth it. Because The Overwatch community might be the same. I don't have any frame of reference because my first action was also turn off the fucking chat. But the League community is just the most toxic thing. They're the most toxic. Light is just wrong.
Well, Light's gone.
That's too bad, but I can see why. Being as he was dumb and wrong.
Well, like, they made a lot of strides, but it's one of those things where when you are the worst, you could cut that by 50% and still be the worst.
It's a little Sisyphean. Like,
yes. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that at all.
Gift ensures that so long as you have a mostly anonymous internet thing, it's going to be mostly dickbags. That's just the way it is. You can try and fight it, but that's both pointless and useless.
Well, and I say this as somebody who... Because you and I used to play Halo.
Yeah,
a
lot.
Used to play multiplayer Halo a lot. I didn't actually care for the single-player campaign. The only time I actually played the Halo single-player campaign was we were bereft of internet and living in a place that was unexpected and had very few video games, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm turning on Halo 3, and I'm going to beat the campaign on Nightmare mode. And I got to the first level where there's like a lot of flood, and I gave up. But
you got pretty far for Legendary.
Pretty far, yeah.
I beat Halo 2 on Legendary. Not Halo 3, because I proved I could. That's all I wanted to do.
I was just bored. But yeah, I didn't give a shit. But the multiplayer was fun. I like arena shooters when the controls are good. You know, not like Doom.
From what I hear, that's common. So you might be more interested in the single player because a lot of the review sites say the single player is amazing, multiplayer is garb.
I mean, to me, it seems like a rental.
Yeah, well, I mean, the single player can't be that long.
No, I've watched people online play it. It looks like they're mostly through it. I would like to play it, though. It looks like a hell of a lot of fun.
15 hours, maybe 20,
Yeah,
maybe
like
20, but probably not. Yeah, it's a rental. That's a 3-day. We actually have a video game rental place nearby because we live in a time warp to 10 years ago. But whatever, I'll take it.
Yeah. Anyway, in my years of experience playing Halo, and then playing League of Legends, playing a bunch of other MOBAs for that matter, sometimes, I'm not going to put a number on it because, you know, I'm not a statistician. But sometimes you do get the guy or the team who's like helpful, encouraging, gives good advice.
In the same way that if you're working at like a call center, sometimes you get the nice customer.
Yeah, sometimes you get somebody who's just a really shining example of humanity. Most of the time,
dickbags.
Most of the time, nothing. And then a significant enough portion of the time, dickbags. Significant enough to ruin your experience, or at least color it for the rest of your life.
A majority, nothing. A plurality, dickbags.
Yeah.
A minority, good people.
And like, okay, so here's my math. Sometimes, with the benefit of chat, a game might turn around that was otherwise doomed to fail. I am willing to accept that in exchange for the removal of the greatest stressor in this video game.
I will say, yeah, fair trade. I'm going to lose some more matches because I don't have chat on. Okay.
But not even that many more, you know? And who knows, you might be winning more matches because some motherfucker isn't discouraging you or distracting you with an argument.
Hey, man, more players in League have died typing when they should be fucking playing.
Yeah. But, as to the game itself,
it's fun.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's just fun. It's a good time. It's a well-designed game with well-designed characters who are actually very interesting. The video shorts they made are, I mean, Jesus, they're really good.
They're phenomenal.
What the fuck? That was unexpected.
I said on Twitter lately I've been going back and like, man, I really want to watch old X-Men cartoons, like the '90s X-Men cartoon. I liked the ones that came after, just not as much for one reason or another. But I've been looking for like a superhero group to get into, and I'm like, I can't really. No, this isn't. I mean, yeah, but I've seen this, and the animation is crap, and weather controlling Oprah Winfrey's there. And
Storm in the '90s cartoon's weird.
This is what I've been looking for.
Yeah, the Overwatch is your people.
Yeah,
it's what you wanted.
I can hate myself when I play Widowmaker because she's horrible and killed Robot Buddha.
And she killed Robot Buddha Bernie Sanders. No cool.
Robot Buddha Bernie Sanders. That's
no chill. Yeah, no chill, bro.
Not cool at all, bitch.
Like
fucking some of their actual write-up stories like on the website. Oh my god, Tracer makes me sad.
I don't know about that.
Okay, so this is she was hired as a test pilot for an experimental flight thingy.
Okay.
She crashed and died.
That's bad, right?
Yes. But they found her and she was part ghost, part dislodged from time. So in order to stabilize her, they kind of had to attach her to the shit from her experimental flight thingy.
Oh yeah, I know Winston made that thing that keeps her anchored.
Yeah.
So she doesn't just fucking fall into the Speed Force, Barry.
Yeah. And you juxtapose that with how fucking chipper she is, and it's dude,
all the time.
She's just happy to be alive. She's happy to exist and not be slowly going repeatedly insane. That's amazing. That's good storytelling and good characters.
Soldier 76's thing.
It's
his
simple.
video.
Oh, his video is amazing.
His video is amazing, and better than it has any right to be. And it got me, man.
Because he saw the best parts of Batman and the Punisher rolled into one.
He's Bat Punisher. It's the best, you guys.
Winston's stuff is amazing. I mean, they're all just really good. And they're not all tearjerkers, because then there's guys like Roadhog and Junkrat, who are just bestest goddamn friends.
Do you know Roadhog is Junkrat's bodyguard?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Junkrat's like, I want to fuck up some stuff. Give some money, help me. And he's like, you got it.
They're best apocalypse bros. Reaper, I know he's edgelord bait. He is edgelord bait, though.
Well, you and I had a conversation.
He looks real cool.
He does look really cool, and it's a bit tragic that it's so easy to make fun of cool designs because they are drawing from darker themes with this edgelord bullshit. But he is edgelord bait.
Oh, he's so edgelord bait.
Especially because
Rez's backstory is fucking really cool.
Oh yeah, he's a good villain.
He's a really good villain.
Fuck that guy. And I feel bad for Widowmaker in actuality. Her backstory is very tragic, but she doesn't care anymore.
No. I'm Reyes. Reyes was one of the first soldiers in Overwatch. He led the Overwatch team before the guy who is now Soldier 76 fucking line jumped him and got promoted ahead of him to be the commander of Overwatch. And then he got backlined to Blackwatch, their Black Ops unit. And he just unacceptable.
Couldn't eat his bitters?
Could not eat his bitters. And he just you know what? Fine, then I'm going to destroy it from within. And he did. The stuff Blackwatch did is one of the major reasons why Overwatch's their reputation was tanked and they had to disband. He won. He did it.
Yeah.
He commanded Blackwatch, made them do things that pissed everybody off, specifically so that Overwatch would have to disband. If I can't command Overwatch, then nobody gets to. It's a giant childish tantrum.
Made of pure Kylo Ren bitterness and infinite guns.
Do you know, oh god, the cowboy, what's his name? McCree. One, he used to work for Reyes, he was a part of Blackwatch, and two, he gives him shit for that.
What's that?
Throwing his guns away.
Oh, yeah?
He says, I think it's you weren't given those guns to treat them like trash. To which Reaper responds, I don't take instructions from you.
If I read his backstory correctly, he was in Blackwatch and saw some of the shit that was going down and was like,
Nah.
I don't think I want to be here. I think I will be elsewhere.
He was in Blackwatch because he got caught in the sting operation and like was forced to join by Reaper.
Yeah.
Dude, the backstory, the lore in this game is so not a part of the game, and it's fucking great. They put all this effort. All right. Well, fucking it's rant time now. They put all this effort into their lore, background information, incredibly connected worlds, well-made stories, well-made stuff that is interesting and makes the world interesting. It's not even a part of the game at all, but it's still there. When we look at the other side of the aisle, what is Rito up to? Rito, how's that lore coming?
Slowly.
We got some esoteric rework.
Well, I mean, you got to figure they
have a lot more characters.
They have a lot more characters, and they're trying to find their sound, as it were. And I think they've got it nailed down because they're steadily churning shit out. You know, they finally got to like, sweet, we have the assembly line set up. They're getting the old art assets updated. Nidalee finally got her redone port. Nidalee, excuse me. I fell for Freak's Troll, and I can't get it out of my head now. We got her art updated. So does Tristana.
They're trying.
They're rolling it out. It's just they only finally got the wheel turning regular style.
Whereas Overwatch was like the wheel was done made, there was a fucking fresh new tire on it, and it was rolling towards you to blow up before they even let you know the game was a thing.
That's the benefit they have of two things.
One, they're Blizzard.
Well, that was going to be my two, but the other one being that they saw the environment they were walking into and had the opportunity to go, let's set this all up in advance.
They learned from another's mistakes, and I admire that.
Definitely.
It's just like
that's kind of the problem I found with Battleborn is like you have to unlock that shit.
I'm not here to that. I'm not here for that. Like, no, I don't want. I want to know the stuff.
Yeah. Just let me look it up on your website. I want to know why I want to play Big McLarge Huge. Also, I want to know why Tony Beefsteak's head is so small. Is that a drug thing? Is he? It's got a little bitty baby head. Like even Reinhardt's head is pretty regular size.
Reinhardt's just in like power armor.
Yeah, he's
Reinhardt also cool. That's the other thing. Even Reaper, who's edgelord bait, is cool, and all the rest of the characters are cool.
And they have good banter, and that's the cool thing too, is because they don't like mention it hardcore in the game, but they do say stuff that makes you go, well, what are these guys about? Why are they friends? Why are they mad at each other?
They make little references, like if you have a Reaper and a Widow on the same team, Reaper will say, like, looks like we're working together again, and Widow will say, let's hope it goes better than that time at the museum, referencing their launch trailer.
Yeah.
It's tiny shit like that, man, that shows care and effort was taken.
Mm-hmm. And they've said they plan on adding more characters later, but not anytime soon. Which is cool.
And there's already a bunch of characters that it could be.
Mm-hmm.
There's well-established lore characters that would fit right in.
And that's nice. It's just about a matter of getting the gameplay right. And that's something else. Like, new players coming into this game are going to go, so-and-so is broken and unfair.
Probably Bastion.
Bastion, Torbjorn, and Hanzo are probably the big ones.
Mine is Hanzo. Hanzo's bullshit.
Honestly, May's the other big one.
May's just annoying. May's just a troll.
May just makes you sad to be alive.
Hanzo is bullshit.
But it takes a lot of skill to play Hanzo. I happen to come equipped with a lot of that skill. Although, since the other night when you were watching me and I was being Lord Sir Amazing, I have been fucking shit at Hanzo. I've been like,
like, no offense or nothing, but good.
Well, I've been playing more tankier characters, or Symmetra, or Torbjorn, or something. Trying to get good at Bastion, you know.
I'm good at Bastion. And like, lol, everyone's good at Bastion. Bastion's easy.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's for a specific thing.
Sure, but you have to be good at it. And this is one of those games where when you pick up and play every character for a little bit, you'll realize what you're good at and what you're not. And 9 times out of 10, because you can switch your characters at any time, so long as the situation dictates, you're going to be playing the characters you're good at.
Yeah, probably.
So when you run into those motherfuckers
why.
across the aisle who are really good at the other character, it's not because the character's broken, it's because they have the ability to pick whoever the fuck they want and play them and be good.
I think I know why. One of the reasons I don't like Hanzo, mechanically, I fucking love bow guys. I love archers in all fiction, and Hanzo's character's pretty fucking cool, and I'm terrible with him. I'm just aggressively awful. His controls are just different enough from shooting mechanics that I don't know how to play them on a console. I could do it with a mouse and a keyboard, but I don't know how to play that on a console. I got nothing.
Well, and the controls in Overwatch have their own specific flavor to them as well. Because Widowmaker is also kind of different from your average sniper. Not real different, but
kind of.
Kind of. And fucking Junkrat. When I played Halo, I was nothing but sticky grenades. I barely even used my gun.
But and then there's fucking Reaper, who, if you're not doing him exactly right, is just derp McDumb guns who runs in and dies.
Reaper's probably my worst character. He's not my least played because I'm making an effort to get better at him, but he's definitely the guy I'm worst at. So when I get fed up with a match and we're going to lose and the team's not grouping and nobody's focusing, I'll just switch to Reaper and start yelling shit. I'm a ghost, you can't kill ghosts, it's science, and just fucking trying to do good. And failing, mostly.
Such is the wages of Reaper. Unless you're playing him exactly right, he is utterly and completely worthless. But if you're playing him right, he's a terror. Because it's just, you die, and then Reaper walks by.
Yeah, you're like...
And you don't know how that happened.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You just, your life bar, chunk, gone. 2 seconds before you even turn to look, and then Reaper just walks by.
Well, and that's...
Goes to your kill cam, just shows Reaper, teleporting in, ghosting behind you, bang, 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 and then leaving.
And it's the same sort of thing with Widow and Hanzo. You're just minding your own business, standing in a perfectly safe place, and suddenly you're dead. And you're like, excuse me? And your fucking kill cam is like, oh yeah, they were 5 miles away on this piece of fucking furniture in the background.
And then he pulled back his bow, aimed at literally nothing. He couldn't even see you. And then you died.
I like being good at Hanzo and Boys in the Room because he makes me feel better about being good at Hanzo.
Because it's just I'm forced to say shit what the fuck? You're evil. You're a terrible person.
Ain't no good and evil when you're playing to win. You know what's evil and fun? Farah in Greece with that big hole in the middle. Yeah. You just wait till they all sort of group up and you hit them on the other side with her little BAMF AoE.
I haven't been to that map much, honestly. I don't normally get it.
It's the third part of the Greece map. So it has to go back and forth once. I love doing that. I always get Farah, climb up on the clock tower like I'm some angry postal worker and just... Bing!
I could see Lucio being fun there.
He is, especially because if you fall in the pit, you can wall right back out.
Nope. Whereas, you can do that with Hanzo, I bet. You fall in the pit and just
if you get in so far, because he only wall climbs so high.
But,
you had
Lucio
a little bit better luck with Genji.
Only wall climbs so high.
Well, yeah, but you can, because it's a circle, you can wall right infinitely. You have to jump and get momentum again, but you can just keep doing it.
And
whereas Hanzo and Genji, they just go up, and they only go so far up until they go, well, I've climbed as far as I can go.
And then you have, and on the other side of that, as Lucio, it's skate, turn, wub! Skate.
Yeah, it's good fun. I wouldn't mind another person with a knockback mechanic. Roadhogs is kind of nice, but it's hard to access.
Roadhogs is like
because like
when I hit it just right, I feel like the destroyer of worlds. But on the other end of it, it's just such an asshole thing to have to deal with because oftentimes when I get hit with it, I'm not in an open field where I just get knocked back and then I can fight back. No, he just pins me to a wall with his knockback, and I can't do anything about it.
I mean, which is a smart way to use it. Too many times I use it and I knock people away, and I'm like, well, they're out of range now, and I'm just shooting wildly into the sky. I have done a dumb this day. We've babbled on. It seems like I had a point a couple days ago that I wanted to make, but fuck if I know. When I got into Overwatch, I was pretty sure my main was going to be Roadhog. When I sat down and saw the characters, and I was like, yeah, probably this fucking amalgam of Bebop, Ganondorf, and Immortan Joe is going to be my mains. And I do play him a lot. He's probably the guy I play second most. But I ended up playing a hell of a lot more Hanzo. At first, I started playing Lucio a bunch, but Zenyatta's climbing, and I honestly play Symmetra more than either of them. What about you? Was there like a character you saw when you started playing? You're like, yeah, that guy will probably be my main, quote unquote.
Not really. I didn't really know much about the Overwatch characters in terms of like their look or feel beforehand. I knew like what I'd heard on podcasts and stuff, but I kind of figured Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Because he's Braum.
Yeah, I like Reinhardt.
I don't like his mechanics.
He's different. He's a little different.
So it didn't end up being Reinhardt. I did not expect it to be Bastion, but Bastion is so useful for so many different situations in the game types that we play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you have the right place, and if you can get into the right place as Bastion, so long as your team doesn't literally just abandon you, they're gonna have a hard time 5v1ing you.
Well, and that's the thing with Hanzo. Why I end up playing him over Widowmaker is he's got easy access to that radar thing, where you get sight of people behind walls and shit.
Not as good as Widow's, but
no, but it's not
way more often.
Yeah, hers is her super.
Yeah.
So obviously it goes everywhere and lasts for a pretty long time. His is a short range, but lasts long enough, basically until it's back off cooldown.
And it's usually you don't need more than a short range because you're watching like a place where you know the enemy's coming from.
And the other thing about him is you don't have to be in the scope.
Whereas if Widow's not in her scope,
she's not doing that.
She's a machine gun.
Double damage. Yeah, she's got a machine gun. And when you're in the scope, as any of you who play snipers and anything well know, your field of vision as to what's going on, where you are, is fucked. I mean, and that's Overwatch anyway, because it's a first-person shooter. What's off to your left, right, and back are mysteries.
There's no map, there's no radar, it's just best of luck, asshole.
Which I like, actually. It becomes less a game of, all right, let's look at the dots and see what the dots are doing and shoot at the dots. And more, there's dudes, they're coming from the trees, man. But I can draw back on his bow and I can patiently walk somewhere and then release my shot. Instead of Widow bumbling into walls and going, where am I? Fuck, I walked off a thing, damn it, Not that I do that a whole lot, but like if I were trying to walk somewhere with her. No. He's a mobile sniper, and I appreciate that. And he's got more frequent team utility. And I appreciate that too.
That ult, though. Man, fuck that guy's ult.
It's great when it hits. When it doesn't, it's just like...
Pretty light show!
Yeah, bye, friendly dragons. Have a nice time.
It's great it's probably one of the best tools for, like, decoupling an entrenched enemy.
Yes, it's very good.
Because they have to leave the trench. They can leave the trench or they can die. Those are their choices.
D.Va's ult is better after she fucking rockets her mech into you. But yeah, it helps. His ult helps. Now, just as many times have I shot that dragon square into the ground, not realizing the incline I was on and going, and and fucking just bury yourself faces first into the dirt. Everyone's looking at me like, "What's up, Hanzo? You feeling all right, buddy?"
Dragon no jutsu, and then you just completely biff.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. There was one time where actually several times, where I've just completely hit the wrong button and just been like, I shot it off to the left within our base, which goes nowhere. It's not even like I might hit somebody with that. I'm not going to.
Now that would be an interesting way, like, because your super, it's just super, so it's not going to be charged up at the beginning of the map. But if somehow you could get it charged up, like if it was stage 2 or whatever, and you guys were trying to get out of your spawn room for the second base, and they had done that, and the attacking team had done that thing, or the defending team had done that thing where they get right up on your shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great way to clear them off. Dragon no jutsu, fuck off.
Oh man, I did that in England, in Kings Row. Bastion had set himself up right in front of our main doors that everyone was walking out of. So I was ran hard, and I hit his charge move.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Bastion took a little ride. He got a couple rounds off into me, but just me, and then he died.
Me and Bastion took a little ride. That was very threatening.
Sometimes you have those plays where you're like, yeah, I'm the fucking king. Sometimes you have a bad day, like that Reinhardt who tried to pin me off the cliff, and instead just went off the cliff. Helpfully knocked me out of the way, and went off the cliff.
Excuse me, have to respawn.
You do you, man. I'm just gonna eat this gas and then hook a bitch.
Like the time I was Bastion on the payload, just nope, sorry, it's my payload. Y'all don't get to be near it. And then I'm stunned out of nowhere, and Fat Roadhog had somehow gotten himself onto a roof, and he pulled me up there, and then I was dead before I hit the ground.
Yeah.
Fat Roadhog.
Oh, but that is what we were saying earlier that I didn't really get to. When you start playing the game, you feel like somebody's OP. Probably 3 or 4 somebodies, but somebody.
Hopefully just Hanzo.
It's probably going to be someone from Hanzo, Mei, Bastion, or Torbjorn. It's just a matter of figuring out who counters them and what part of their gameplay counters them. You know, it's going to feel real bad when you're playing on Temple of Anubis and the enemies are super entrenched. But,
like, say, if they're playing 5 Torbjorns.
Like, if they're playing 5 Torbjorns. But, you know, what would have really fucked up those Torbjorns? Would have been Genji.
Like, only so much, though.
Well, you reflect the projectiles, and you have to take it one at a time, or each of you has to fucking be playing Genji.
5 Torbjorns versus 5 Genjis. Heaven or hell, let's rock.
Yeah, basically. Or, like, I usually set up with Symmetra on the second defense point. With all of my little laser turrets.
Models,
yeah, they form the web of death. If you come into the defense point, not for long.
You basically just have to clear that out.
You just charge up a Diva ult, and you send that motherfucker in there.
Clears out
it
that
clears
nest.
them out. It's good. There are counterplays for everything in that game. It is, I don't necessarily want to say balanced. I don't think that's accurate, but it's workable.
Yeah, I would say so. The cat's doing a weird thing. I got really nothing else to say. I kind of want to play Overwatch.
Yeah, I kind of want to fucking go to bed.
Same.
But I have to process and upload a video, so.
I gotta put food away, and then I'm probably going to sleep to wake up and play Overwatch. I got nothing else. You?
What are you guys doing?
I just like normally.
I don't know.
Normally, you have like a parting thought.
Worst day to do a Two Nerds podcast ever.
Normally, you have like a parting thought or some shit. I didn't want to step on your toes until you tried. Then I was gonna step on.
Be nice to those people who are nice to you. Offer kindness where none is received, and the seeds of harmony will grow.
Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. Everything's better when nerds talk about it.
Fuck it, let's get hardcore!